We're on fire right now. Alabama State winners of 8 straight games now. We're on fire. We're on the verge of winning the SWAC West and going back to Detroit once again. In this edition of The Sting, we're going to look back into last week's game, and we're going to take a look at the last 2 games of the season. But first, let's look at this game. We was up 21-0 at one point. And then Jackson State got back into the game, trailing by 7, and it was 28-21. Then we had to make a late game push in the late third quarter and all through the fourth quarter to get away from Jackson State and secure this victory. The defense stepped up when we needed it the most. This defense has been unbelievable this season, coming through in the clutch time and time again. The 3 picks, one by Josh Sisk, one by Jason Moore, and then the other one by Blake Rollins. And of course, that forced fumble by Blake Koch, and Blake Rollins once again being the ball hawk that he is, recovering it. We won this game 59-28. We're 8-1 now. The nation is looking hard on us now, man. Like, seriously. We're running the HBCU world right now. I can't wait to see how this season ends. But we got 2 games left. Next week, we got Grambling, and then we have our senior day, the season finale versus the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. But let's look at the rest of the scores. So you got Bethune-Cookman and Prairie View A&M. Bethune-Cookman won. Texas Southern beat Southern. Mississippi Valley State beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. Florida A&M victorious over Grambling State. Wow, that's crazy. So it looks like Texas Southern is going to win the SWAC East. Meanwhile, over at the Sun Belt, aka the MEAC, you got Delaware State beating Norfolk State, Tennessee State beating North Carolina A&T, Morgan State beating Hampton, and South Carolina State beating Howard, 17-10. On to some recruiting news. So when we play Grambling next week, we got some recruits coming to town. First, we're starting with Blake Clayton. We're still battling Georgia Tech to get him. Now, as we look down this recruiting list, we have 2 home games left. What I forgot to mention is our last 2 games between Grambling and Arkansas Pine Bluff, they're home games. So we should be having some recruits coming in, and we should be having some more people commit. But let's look down the list and see who all didn't commit and went to other schools. Fred Sussman is still deciding. Joe Schifano went to Georgia. Joe Anderson went to South Carolina. And this one right here really hurt me. Marcus Wilson committed to South Carolina. Yeah, I figured that we wasn't going to get him because no matter how good we were playing, we kept dropping on his list. But enough about that. We got to focus on the people that are still available. So we're still looking to get Brad Anderson. Another cat that we're still hoping to get is Ted Mitchell. He's coming to the Grambling game too this season. Well, this weekend. So we're still battling Georgia and Georgia Tech for him. Chris Jones, we're still battling for him. Looks like he's in the bad. Looks like we're in good hands to get him. We already have William Dorsey, so we don't have to worry about that. But the main thing is, if I can get these last 4 recruits, all of them are DBs, I think that we're good. So as you can see, we're still fighting to get Chris Jones with Tennessee, even though we're in front right now. So I'm making all the proper adjustments that I need to make. There goes Brad Anderson. Looks like we're in the bag to get him out of Florida because I know he's considering to go into the Miami Hurricanes. But as y'all can see, the goal is to get deeper in the secondary. I also need to get deeper. Well, I'm already deeper at the front 4, but I need to get better there. So as we look into the awards, Justin Chambers is the front man for the Maxwell Award, as well as the Doak Walker. Oh yeah, nobody else is getting closer to one of those awards. Meanwhile, Coach of the Year, we're battling the Hawaii coach for Coach of the Year. Joseph Cooley has had an amazing season after that rent just a year ago. So right now, we're predicted to play the Michigan State Spartans in the Motor City Bowl in Detroit. Now, traditionally, Michigan State has a big physical front on both sides of the ball. If we was to play right now, I'm pretty sure they would run all over us. But let's look at the rest of the bowl games. I know I saw Jackson State is predicted to go to the New Orleans Bowl again. Well, not Jackson State, but Tennessee State. But there's still plenty of football left to be played. But let's look down the rest of this list. So they have the USC Trojans and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets predicted to go to the Sugar Bowl for the national championship game. So Justin Chambers is named SWAC Player of the Week on offense, while Eric Bishop, the left defensive end from Mississippi Valley State, is named SWAC Defensive Player of the Week. So over at the MEAC, aka the Sun Belt, Morgan State sweep the weekly awards on offense and defense with Demetrius Fisher and Mark O'Brien. So let's look at the standings. So it looks like Texas Southern is in control of their own destiny. It looks like they're coming out the East, and we're coming out the West. We're 6-0 in conference play. So look at this. Justin Chambers is moving up on the Heisman watch list. There goes Josh House, Mario Manningham from the Michigan Wolverines, Justin Chambers, of course, from Alabama State. And then you have the quarterback from Georgia Tech. He is Michael Hall. And then the running back from the Ohio State Buckeyes, Tim Johnson. Yeah, they balling out so far this year. So join us next time. We get ready to take on the Grambling State Tigers, who are 3-6. Yeah, hopefully we can get somebody to commit after this game. But thank you for watching. Peace.